So welcome to the second class on trying to understand on how you're going to brand our company. So our company has a name of Azure, and just a clarification that maybe you want to make it clear for you. So the font is Arista and it's attached on your exercise files. You can download it and install it on your computer. So the next thing you're going to be trying to do is how we're going to be saving our logo. So we've done our logo already, and now we need to understand how we can save this logo. So at the moment for us, we kind of went with this logo. We just choose this. You don't have to be worried about anything. Maybe you're a pro and you've done quite a number of logos and you've created your own logo. You don't have no problem. You can still use any logo that you prefer. So we're going to be going with this logo because we kind of find the icon a bit attractive and makes it easy for us to work around. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be understanding on how you can save a logo. So the first thing we need to do, most of the things, and it's most favorable for you, you need to do something very easy. What you need to do is maybe you need to do away with what you've created. You can just drag it down here. And then you need to you come to this kind of tab around here. It's called the artboard tool. The artboard tool now defines what your working area. And we need to do away with this artboard. What we need to do is just delete it, as easy as that. And then we're going to be just doing some very simple things. What we're going to do is that we're going to make the logo in two ways, in two views. We're going to minimize it, and then we're going to duplicate it. Maybe we can duplicate. You can right click and we can just right click and we just need to group it so that it becomes one object. So what we need to do is that we need to drag it down here. Anytime you want to duplicate something, you just need to hold Alt on your keyboard or your options tab key and just use your mouse to drag it down below. So when you've done that, you can see you've been able to duplicate your logo as easy as that. So we now need to ungroup the logo. You just need to right click and ungroup, or you can use a very simple shortcut, Control Shift and G to ungroup the logo. So currently we just need to hold Control Shift and G to ungroup the logo. So currently everything now becomes on its own tab and you can easily move around it. So what you need to do is you remember you've ungrouped only one time, so you just need to do just one simple ungroup. So what you need to do is that we can just move it in that kind of format. The moment we can just kind of do away with this A and create a very nice unique experience, you can just try and drag this, move it around here, and now we're going to make sure kind of be working around, making sure that you're able to see the Z. So what we can do is something easy. We can have something we call a stroke. So we can just come and click on stroke. We need to select our color. We need to give it a color white. And at the same time, if you need to work around stroke, you need to come to your window. You need to locate stroke. You need to come and make sure that it's selected. You need to click on stroke and it appears on this tab around here or anywhere on your computer. And this stroke allows you to select where you want, on this part of align stroke, it allows you to select how you want your stroke in. So at the moment it's centered, on the other part it's inside, and the other part it's outside. So we need to click on this part on outside so that your stroke appears outside, because currently if you just try and do it in that kind of way, it appears inside, but we now need it outside. So you just need to click on that and it appears outside. We can reduce it, as easy as that. And now we're able to see that we've created a very simple company logo for our company. So what you need to do, we can just try and highlight the logo, just drag it out here so that we can work around it, and maybe just try and make sure that we get something very nice on our end. Maybe just to clarify that this is just a very simple thing. It's a very simple exercise that we're doing for you to understand on how you can work around on Photoshop. So it doesn't have to be exactly as ours, but maybe preferable you can have it in form of the way we've done our logo. So currently we have our logo in this kind of format. We have this. You don't have to make sure that it's in this format. You can try and drag it and work around making sure that it's nicely done. So you just need to drag it on that point. We can just have it that way. Just bring it, make sure the A is on that kind of format. We can change the color. This doesn't have to worry you. You can come and change the color. We can change the color of that to that, and we can come again and just drag these to the top, and when you move it to that kind of way, you're able to understand that you have your logo. So what we need to do is we're thinking of trying to do away with these parts so that you can be able to see our Z and everything. So maybe what you need to do, we can come and try and like draw a very simple circle. You just need to drag it down here, and just as you've done that, you just need to just move it a bit. Just drag it slowly, make sure it doesn't touch the A, and just okay, we don't have to draw a circle at the moment, you just delete it. It's a way we are trying to use the shape builder tool. If you're conversant with that, you can do that. So what you can do is that you can do something like that, and what you're going to be doing is that you're going to use our curvature tool. We need to select our curvature tool and you need to move it in that kind of way so that we can create a very nice and unique shape. So we move it this, sorry, come to click on this point and just drag it in this way, just simply as that. And as you can see, you've created such a shape. So we need to select this and this. You can hold shift or control, or you can select both of them, and then you need to come to our shape builder tool. We just need to click on it, and then holding alt, you can delete this layer and you can delete this one too. So now you're left with your logo in that kind of format. So you can have it in even this kind of color. You can just put it in that kind of format, but for us, we kind of didn't want this, so we opted to use this kind of logo. So we opted to use this or this at the top around here. So this is a logo that you're going to be using most of the time. So you don't have to be worried about all this, because however much you can work around a logo, you can always change the color as you prefer, and you can have your logo very easily. So we have our logo like that. Anytime we change our color to white, so anyone can see it's as you, or you can use it in this format. So we need to export our logo. The first thing you need to do, you need to come to file, and then you need to export, and then you need to say export for screens. The shortcut for that is Alt, Shift and E. So we need to come to select the folder that we prefer our logo to be in. So we have our exercise files, branding a company. So we have Azure company logo, and then you're going to select that folder. So you're going to first export it in form of PDF. So we need to say Azure company logo. You can save it as you prefer, and you don't have to be worried about that. So we can also add any format that we prefer. We can have to change this to resolution, and we can have it in PNG. We can give it a resolution of 300 ppi. So now it's exporting your logo. We need to add another different scale. Perhaps we can give it now a resolution again, and we need to change this to JPEG. We can have it in JPEG 100, and now we're trying to export our logo. So you just need to export, and it automatically exports your logo in the three formats that you selected, and it actually opens the folder. And as you can see, you can open your logo, and the moment you open your logo, you can easily see that it's a very nice logo. So as you can see, you have your very nice logo around here, and as you can see, it's a very simple vector file. So again, you can still come and around to your Illustrator, and you just need to save as again. You can save it in form of EPS, Illustrator EPS. It's a very simple vector file, and then you just need to save that. So your file is ready for use, and see you in the next class as we try to expound more on branding your company using Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. Thank you.